Well, hopefully you're not too scared. We had that interest rate hike by the Feds, 0.25%, and they're already saying they're going to raise the rate by another 2.5 probably in September. And that's going to affect everything across the board. And also this weekend, the FITCH organization downgraded the United States, basically their credit report. And that brings them in line with the S&P that downgraded our credit report back in 2011. There'll be some fallout from that. The stock market, when I checked it this morning, is already up and down and shaking around kind of a thing. So what does that mean to us? That means we're going to see a lot of increase in interest rates across the board when it comes to everything, even cars, homes, buying furniture, anything that has an interest rate connected to it. We may see some changes made. All right. That's my view right now of what's going on out there in the world. I want to bring things down to Canyon County, and I want to go over our second quarter numbers when it comes to the housing report. Yes, I'm a realtor. I'm Sheri Griffin, and I'm with Keller Realty, Boise. This is my first podcast going over the numbers with you. Hopefully you'll ring the bell, subscribe to my YouTube site. I put out videos all the time on market, on housing, houses for sale, ideas, tips, buyers and sellers. Okay, that's my spiel there. So let's get right into Canyon County. Second quarter numbers came out, and I'm going to do some comparison when it comes to single housing. And then I'm going to do some comparison to existing housing. That's people living in their houses and they're selling them. And then I'm going to go over one area I haven't discussed before, new construction. So with that said, let's look at the single housing numbers overall for all of Canyon County. The second quarter came in at 1,198 homes sold. You compare it to last year, second quarter, there were actually 2,833 homes. That's a difference of about 17%. That's a down number. Is it a good time to buy? Yes. Is it a good time to sell? Yes. We need more houses to sell. Moving on. I'm not going to talk about the median price of homes. I'm going to talk about the average price. For second quarter, the average price of homes came in at $466,000. Second quarter in 22, they basically were at $513,000. Pricing has gone down. That's okay, because we were too high. We needed to do some pricing and adjusting when it came to our market to make it more reasonable when it came for buyers to be able to buy homes. We were inflated. Okay. Now, my personal opinion, the prices are going to come down a little bit more. All right, moving on. How many days did it take to actually sell a house in the second quarter? About 60 days. That's 2 months. So that has really increased, because last year, second quarter, it took about 20 days to put it on the market, have it under contract and everything. All right. Moving on, let's look at Canyon County's existing homes. Again, this is homes that people live in, and they put these homes actually on the market to sell. Now, in the second quarter, there were 701 houses for sale. Second quarter last year, there were 904. So again, our numbers have gone down when it comes to actual homes that have been for sale. That's about a 22% drop in homes being for sale. And going on and talking about the average price for those existing homes, this quarter, basically, they came in at about $463,000, whereas last year they were going for $480,000. Now, that's a great big shift of 4% when it comes to what houses are selling for, existing homes. All right. And the days on the market is taking about 40 days to get those homes sold. And last year they were flying off the shelf at 13 days. And so let's move on to new construction. Now, I know a lot of people always saying there's too much construction going on. And then there's other people saying, oh, there's not enough construction going on. Let's look at the numbers. Now, my numbers are coming from the Intermountain Multiple Listing Service. That's what we as realtors use whenever we do a CMA or we do any kind of report for a listing agent or a buyer who's wanting to know about what's going on in a community they're thinking about buying from. All right, here's the numbers. Second quarter, that entails April, May, and June. There were 497 new construction homes sold. You decide, is that too high or too low? Second quarter last year, there were 539 homes sold, new construction. Now, that is a decrease of about 8% when it comes to those homes being sold. And the average price of those homes in 2023, second quarter, were $669,000. Last year, second quarter, they were coming in at $567,000. That's a 17% difference in our homes. Now, how long is it taking those new homes to sell? It's taking about 85 days to get them completed and contracts and everything done. And last year, quarter came in about 31 days. Okay. Well, that's the numbers. Next week, I am going to be breaking down these numbers a little bit more. I'm going to actually be looking at Canyon County as a whole. I'm going to be looking at Napa. I'm looking at Melba, looking at Caldwell, Middleton, Palmer, and Greenleaf, and looking at numbers of existing home sales and new construction. But that's next week. Again, please subscribe to my page for YouTube. I do put out videos, help videos, other discussions for folks looking to list or sell their home. And I would be delighted to talk to you. So, see you next week. Have a great week. Bye now.